Hello everyone, and welcome to my Bold and Beautiful Today channel. Finn defends his daughter against shocking accusations as Steffy accuses Luna of assaulting Liam. According to previews for The Bold and the Beautiful, Steffy Forrester accuses Luna Nozawa after discovering Liam Spencer suffering a severe head injury. This leads to a new confrontation with Finn, who stands up for his biological daughter even though Steffy is determined to send Luna back to prison. Finn defends his daughter after accusing Luna of attacking Liam, Steffy. The whole family will be rocked by Forrester Creations' most recent bombshell. Steffy Forrester makes snap judgments about who is at fault after finding Liam Spencer comatose at the Spencer estate due to a severe head injury, and her top suspect is none other than Luna Nozawa. Once more, Steffy suspects the worst of Luna. Finding Liam suffering from a potentially fatal cerebral hemorrhage only serves to reaffirm Steffy's long-held worry that Luna is still dangerous even after her pardon. According to Steffy, this appears to be a premeditated assault, and she quickly accuses Finn's biological daughter. Steffy is unaware that Liam's injuries were entirely unintentional. After a furious argument with his father, he first fell inside the Spencer estate, slamming his skull against a coffee table, and then he was struck again when he rolled over on the doorstep. Steffy, however, only sees what she wants to see in the absence of these important details, another chance to put Luna back in jail. Finn defends his daughter. Steffy expects her husband to support her when she puts her theory to Finn. Rather, she might be taken aback when Finn stands up for Luna in the face of these grave accusations. Since learning that Luna is his biological daughter, Finn has been balancing on a tightrope. Even though he is aware of Steffy's ongoing pain and mistrust, his paternal instincts are taking over, particularly if Luna cries out her innocence. The physician in him might also realize that there are other possible causes for Liam's injuries besides a premeditated assault. Their marriage may suffer greatly as a result of this divergence of viewpoints, and Finn may be forced to decide between defending his daughter from unfounded accusations and supporting his wife's claims. Vendetta of Steffy against Luna intensifies. Steffy has been searching for any reason to reincarcerate Luna, and this incident could be just what she needs. She might surmise that Luna went aggressive when she arrived to the Spencer mansion in search of Bill and instead ran into Liam. Steffy might even demand that Luna be arrested based only on her suspicions and circumstantial evidence, as Liam is unconscious and unable to provide his version of events. After all, Liam recently confronted his father about Luna's contentious pardon that Bill orchestrated, which has already caused a great deal of strain. Will the reality be exposed by Liam's recovery? All indications suggest that Liam will eventually overcome this medical emergency, but what will he recall upon awakening? Depending on his memory of what happened, his testimony can either confirm Steffy's charges or it might confirm Luna's innocence. In the interim, Steffy and Finn are at differences about Luna's purported involvement, resulting in a fresh family crisis that may have long-term effects on their marriage. According to teasers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Finn finds it difficult to balance his devotion to his wife with his developing protective tendencies toward his daughter, while Steffy is adamant about seeing Luna return to prison. Watch closely as this intense plot develops and strains the Finnegan marriage to its limit. The Matchmaker plot between Liam and Steffy, is Sheila's plan to end Finn's marriage? According to spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, a Matchmaker plot involving Steffy Forrester and Liam Spencer, Scott Clifton, might be in the works. Will this be Sheila Sharp's latest tactic to destroy John Finnegan's marriage? Sheila is already aware of how difficult it is to bond with Finn as a family because of Steffy. Sheila's attempts to get close to Finn have always been thwarted by Steffy, and now she's doing the same to Luna Nozawa, Lisa Yamada. Sheila has, however, given Luna a prognosis regarding the father-daughter bond she may still have. Sheila is obviously not giving up on Luna and Finn developing a genuine relationship, and she hasn't given up on developing a relationship of her own with Finn either. Regretfully, Sheila's prior strategies haven't worked out yet. Sheila needs a fresh approach, and Liam Spencer's most recent health issue might provide her with just that. Fans of B&B are aware that Liam is currently battling for his life in the hospital, which is undoubtedly drawing Steffy closer once more. It was Steffy who desperately pleaded she couldn't lose Liam and secured assistance for him. Even though Liam's brain bleed and all the flatlining make things seem hopeless, he might live. As Liam heals, you can know that Steffy will do all in her power to help him. It won't be shocking if Liam wakes up thinking he's still Steffy's husband, given his brain injuries and the way this program typically runs. It is conceivable that Liam may wake up mired in the past and believe that his marriage to Steffy is still intact. This entire experience will strengthen Liam's bond with Steffy, even if his memory remains unaffected. Steffy has been Liam's savior and might be his primary support system while he's in the hospital. When Sheila eventually discovers how close Liam and Steffy are becoming, what will happen? It is possible that Sheila will begin to believe that this is the ideal strategy to ruin Steffy and Finn's marriage. Liam might be fervently wishing for another chapter with Steffy throughout his recuperation. If Sheila finds a way to act as a matchmaker and encourage Steffy to go even farther in Liam's path, she might contribute to its success. Will Liam's collapse make Bill Spencer feel accountable? According to previews on The Bold and the Beautiful, Liam Spencer was fighting with his father at the Spencer estate right before he passed out. When his father let Luna Nozawa loose on the whole family, Liam was incensed. Liam finds it incomprehensible that Bill Spencer would endanger his grandkids. Nozawa Luna is a murderer. Bill is aware that Luna has committed murder. Because Luna believed Tom Starr to be her father, she killed him. Luna killed him because she couldn't accept this. Luna killed Paul Hollister, Hollis W. Chambers, to silence him when he discovered Tom's letters and rucksack. In an effort to silence Steffy Forrester, Luna also tried to murder her. Steffy is once again in danger because of Bill. Particularly now that Luna is aware that her father is Tanner Novlan's character, John Finn Finnegan. Liam is aware that Steffy has no desire for Luna to be associated with Finn. Bill is aware of Luna's long-standing desire for a father. How could he fail to realize that Liam had good reason to be concerned about this child's mother? Terrible things were said by Bill Spencer. Although Bill and Liam exchanged some terrible words, Bill ought to have known better than to chastise his kid in such a manner. Bill pointed out certain characteristics that Liam shares with him. Additionally, no one has witnessed Bill keep up a relationship. Regardless of who he is with, Bill lusts for Brooke Logan, Catherine Kelly Lang, and waffles back and forth. Bill appeared to enjoy criticizing Liam and telling him how undeserving he is of being referred to as a Spencer. In Bill's opinion, Liam should never have taken him in if this was how he was going to live. Simply put, Liam lacks the strength to accept the Spencer name. Liam should never have traveled to Los Angeles to look for him. Bill Spencer ought to regret what he did. Bill had no right to speak to Liam in that way. Liam did, after all, attempt to explain to Bill what he was looking for in a father. Unfortunately, nothing Liam had to say piqued Bill's curiosity. In Bill's opinion, he has been the best parent he can be. Bill has demonstrated his love in the only manner he is capable of. But Bill encounters the antithesis of a devoted parent. Will Bill feel guilty about what he said to his son before he passed out? Bill intended to harm Liam with his words, and he succeeded in doing so. But it appears that Liam's response was a scream for assistance from the son who had grown up without him. Is Bill prepared to acknowledge that his remarks to Liam were inappropriate and that if he hadn't pushed him this far, Liam would not have fallen? Does Liam Spencer have a head problem, or has he been under the influence of drugs? According to previews on The Bold and the Beautiful, Liam Spencer has lost it following a heated argument with Bill Spencer. After telling Liam not to be there when he got home, Bill had slammed the door as he was leaving. But before Liam's head reached the floor, his eyesight abruptly became blurry. Liam clearly has a problem, and he needs assistance right now. Bill Spencer is incapable of accepting criticism. Bill thinks he is always right and everyone else is wrong, regardless of what he does. With regard to Luna Nozawa and her parole, this is undoubtedly the case. Because of their similar upbringings, Bill might sense a connection to Luna, yet Tri and Luna are actually very different. Even though Bill is ruthless, he would never use drugs to silence two men at a restaurant. Because one of them believed Bill to be his father and the other knew it, Bill might be able to commit murder, but in cold blood? Bill doesn't do that. Luna attempted to have her mother imprisoned for life after framing her for those deaths. The spell this girl has Bill under is unknown, but it will probably come back to haunt him. Steffy Forrester was once cared for by Bill Spencer. Even though Steffy Forrester is Liam's ex-wife, Bill has had relationships with her as well. Bill wants to hold Liam accountable for the defeat, but Steffy and Hope Logan disagree. But Bill hasn't had much more luck finding love than Liam. Bill had been sitting in that large mansion by himself the entire time. Bill is unaware, meanwhile, that his Orphan Annie initiative might end up costing him everything. When Luna goes up to one of Steffy's kids, what will happen? Will Luna make an attempt to get close to Bess Spencer? Luna has set her sights on Will Spencer and is adamant about being with him. Liam Spencer made an effort to reason with his dad. Liam was attempting to persuade Bill to take action before Luna attacked someone else. Given what his daughter did to her mother, Liam fears that anything might happen to her. Luna's crimes were framed by the woman who reared her. Luna believes she attempted to snatch her boyfriend. Luna is the family's real gold digger. Liam was behaving strangely. Liam was even prepared to lead that company and his father. Liam was angry, but why was he acting so strangely? Has he simply succumbed to the stress of the last few years? Is it possible that Liam unintentionally drank something that Luna had drugged in the house? When Liam fell, he banged his head. Will he live? Finn hasn't been killed off yet because of this. According to teasers for The Bold and the Beautiful, there may be a reason why Finn hasn't been killed off the show yet. Although it may seem like an absurd explanation, many viewers find it to be logical. Listen to us on this one. Spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, this explains why Finn hasn't been removed yet. Given that his mother, Sheila Carter, has already shot him, there is a lot of conjecture that his insane biological daughter, Luna, may attempt to sever his head next. However, it appears that nothing will remove Finn from the show, regardless of how many times he ends up in peril. This is because the character is being kept in front of the camera for eye candy by the producers. Yes, it seems like there isn't a day that passes that Finn isn't wearing nothing on his shirt while strolling around the house he lives with Steffy. In addition to noticing, fans believe that Finn should be more than simply his bare abs. Give him a backbone so he can confront his wife, Steffy, at last. As you can expect, B&B fans expressed their opinions on social media. Spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, what will happen to Finn next? Some even made the observation, they seem to be flaunting themselves. It's a little strange to walk around the home without a shirt on, unless you're coming in from the pool or beach, which they don't do anymore. What became to the pool scenes that we used to watch at places like the Forresters? Nope, wrote another fan. The character is so ugly because of them. I prefer my muscular men to have brain cells as well. Additionally, this statement was made, I don't mind it, eye candy is the main goal of soap operas. Tanner is the ideal candidate since he is incredibly beautiful, smoldering, and Greek god-built. For those who don't, I can appreciate it plenty, hee. As of right now, the show's producers have not responded to the criticism. A turbulent turn in The Bold and the Beautiful occurs when Steffy accuses Luna of assaulting Liam and demands her arrest. With Steffy Forrester, Jacqueline McInnes Wood accusing Luna Nozawa, Lisa Yamada, of physically assaulting Liam Spencer and calling for the arrest of Finn's recently disclosed biological daughter, the most recent drama on The Bold and the Beautiful has reached a fever pitch. Long-standing grudges, familial loyalty, and a risky game of blame are all entangled in this explosive plot, which has the potential to destroy relationships and spark new unrest in Los Angeles. Liam's life-threatening collapse was the catalyst. When Liam passed out at the Spencer estate following a furious altercation with his father, Bill Spencer, the tension started to rise. The main point of contention was Bill's choice to protect Luna in spite of her violent past, which Liam strongly objected to out of concern for the security of his family. 34. Liam was emotionally destroyed by the confrontation, and he suffered a serious head injury when he fainted shortly after Bill hurried out. After finding him bleeding and unresponsive, Steffy hurried him to the hospital, where doctors Bridget Forrester and John Finnegan attempted to stabilize him. Steffy was devastated and in a desperate search for answers after initial tests suggested a potentially fatal cerebral hemorrhage. making the connections in Steffy's accusations. As a result of Luna's violent past, which included locking Steffy in a cage and killing Tom Starr and Paul Hollister, Steffy, who was already suspicious of her, immediately blamed Finn's daughter. Steffy believed that Luna was the main suspect because of her close relationship with Bill and her erratic conduct. She speculated that Luna had attacked Liam in a fit of rage or self-defense when she was visiting Bill at the Spencer estate. Steffy's story is predicated on the notion that Luna reacted violently, as she has in the past, during a dispute. Steffy's long-standing grudge against Luna is the driving force behind this charge. Steffy has cautioned that Luna continues to pose a threat, especially to Finn and their kids, ever since she was released into Bill's care. After Luna tried to murder Steffy in order to quiet her about seeing Luna and Bill kiss, a secret Steffy has maintained but now uses to cast doubt on Luna's intentions, her mistrust grew 8. Since Luna's relationship to Sheila Carter, through Finn, intensifies Steffy's anxiety over inherited violent tendencies, her insistence on Luna's guilt is a reflection of her larger dread of Sheila's, Kimberlyn Brown, influence. Finn's predicament, loyalty versus fatherhood. Finn is in a complicated position in this conflict. Finn finds it difficult to reconcile his paternal attachment with Luna and her alleged misdeeds, while Steffy seeks justice. By claiming that Luna is different from Sheila and merits a chance at atonement, he has demonstrated empathy for her. 5. Steffy, who believes that Luna's acts are irredeemable, disagrees with him because of this position. Marital tension results from Finn's hesitancy to publicly denounce Luna, as Steffy begins to doubt his commitment to his family and priorities. Their arguments are reminiscent of past conflicts over Sheila and point to a recurrent pattern in which Steffy's survival instincts and Finn's empathy conflict. The fallout from the Spencer family and Bill's role. It is impossible to ignore Bill's contribution to the crisis. Tensions within the Spencer family have increased and Liam has become estranged from him as a result of his choice to harbor Luna in spite of her transgressions. After a heated argument in which he accused Bill of betraying his morals and putting his grandkids in risk by siding with Luna 34, Liam collapsed. Bill has become isolated as a result of his inability to accept responsibility for the quarrel. Even Katie Logan, Heather Tom, has questioned his judgment. Bill's devotion to Luna might further sour his connection with his sons if Steffy presses for her imprisonment, especially if it turns out that she was responsible for Liam's injury. Wider consequences, legal consequences and funny turns. Steffy is adamant about seeing Luna imprisoned, which foreshadows possible legal trouble in the plot. But given B&B's complicated past, there is cause for concern. For example, if Liam struck his head several times during Event 1, his injuries might have resulted from his collapse rather than an attack. Luna's innocence could be shown if medical proof backs this up, which would make Steffy face her own prejudices. On the other hand, Luna's prior transgressions can obscure the facts, resulting in an erroneous arrest and additional grudges. Sheila's sly presence, meanwhile, raises the stakes even further. Her fixation on becoming close to Luna as her granddaughter poses a risk of intensifying the dispute, especially if she steps in to protect Luna from Steffy's charges. 46. Because Finn must balance his commitment to his wife and his biological links to both Luna and Sheila, Sheila's presence could rekindle her conflict with Steffy. Thematic resonance, family fractures and nature versus nurture. This plot mostly examines nature versus nurture issues. Steffy's belief in inherited evil is shown in her fear that Luna and Sheila have a homicidal gene. Taylor Hayes, Rebecca Budig, controversially repeated this belief by implying that Finn's lineage taints their baby. Hayes 6. Finn's empathy for Luna, however, contradicts this deterministic viewpoint by contending that a person's morality is determined by their surroundings and decisions. The plot gains emotional depth from this ideological conflict, which reflects discussions about criminal behavior and forgiveness in the actual world. Additionally, the story emphasizes how brittle trust is in family ties. The biggest threat to Steffy and Finn's marriage, which was already put to the stress by Sheila's plots, is their divergent opinions on Luna. The repercussions of poisonous communication and unsolved grudges are further shown by Liam's near-fatal breakdown and Bill's parental failings. In conclusion, a powder keg that is about to blow up. The stakes are higher than ever as the bold and the beautiful develops this compelling storyline. Steffy's charges against Luna have the potential to destroy coalitions, reveal long-kept secrets, and stoke fresh animosities. One thing is certain, the consequences of Liam's collapse will echo throughout Los Angeles, changing relationships and testing loyalties in ways that no one can foresee, regardless of whether Luna is at fault or just a scapegoat for Steffy's anxieties. The scene is set for a tale of treachery, atonement, and high-stakes drama as Finn struggles with his conflict between parenting and family, Bill struggles with guilt, and Sheila waits in the wings. Scott Clifton's position on the bold and the beautiful and Liam's medical emergency. Liam Spencer's, Scott Clifton, recent breakdown and potentially fatal injury have raised questions about whether the actor is leaving the CBS soap opera. Based on the information at hand, the scenario is broken down as follows. 1. The verified survival of Liam. According to several sources, Liam escapes this medical emergency despite the dramatic cliffhanger in which he flatlined following an intracranial hemorrhage. Scenes of Liam's recuperation are shown in behind-the-scenes pictures and spoilers, including a future encounter with his father, Bill Spencer, Don Diamont, at Il Giardino, where he is shown in stable condition 1711. A frontburner storyline for Liam in 2025 was also hinted at by showrunner Brad Bell, indicating the character's ongoing significance 111. 2. The comeback and prospects of Scott Clifton on B&B. Liam has been played by Scott Clifton since 2010, and he will remain on the show. He openly announced his return to filming in December 2024, making light of Liam's off-screen break as a vegan granola yoga retreat 5. According to recent rumors, Clifton and CBS have not made any indications of an exit, and the actor's social media behavior is consistent with his continued involvement with 711. 3. Implications for the plot, Steffy reunion, character reset, or amnesia? Major story developments are set up by the collapse. Amnesia. This issue may lead to another amnesia storyline, which could change Liam's relationships or rekindle existing tensions, given his history of memory loss, such as his Adam and Eve fantasy with Quinn, 1211. Health complications. Clifton may have Emmy-worthy material 1911 because of Liam's repeated head traumas, which could result in long-term health problems including post-concussion syndrome or personality alterations. Marriage stress for Steffy and Finn. Given the uncertainty surrounding Luna's paternity and Sheila Carter's influence, Steffy's emotional reaction to Liam's illness may cause her marriage to become unstable. 4. The redemption and guilt of Bill Spencer. Bill's severe treatment of Liam, which ends in their heated quarrel, could lead to a redemption story. Scenes of Bill crying over Liam's illness in the spoilers allude to his regret and a possible reconciliation 79. 5. Reactions from fans and Emmy buzz. Clifton has received accolades for his acting in the collapse sequences, and there have been rumors that he may receive a 4th nomination for a Daytime Emmy. Highlighted as noteworthy occasions 11 are his passionate exchanges with Don Diamont, Bill. Conclusion, Liam's new chapter. Despite the high-stakes drama created by Liam's collapse, Scott Clifton uses it as a springboard for new narratives rather than as a way out. Because Clifton is still on the program, viewers can anticipate love complications, medical twists, and family reunions. Follow Clifton's social media accounts and official B&B spoilers for updates. 1511.